Hello, it's Molly Reamer with Bridget's Grove and 30 Days of Goddess, and welcome to a new year, a new opportunity for practice. Welcome to our third year of 30 Days of Goddess. Thank you for being here, whether this is your first day or your 731st day. There is a place for you, and I look forward to exploring ways to incorporate daily practice into your life in a way that nourishes, supports, and encourages you on a goddess-centered path, or even just in incorporating more sacred, mindful living into your daily life. So thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I appreciate what you contribute and what you share. And I do want to remind you that there are many, many fulfilling ways to participate in 30 Days of Goddess. One of which is to work on a monthly prayer book, but you can also work with just the prompt words as with photos or with card layouts. You can also choose from the printable card decks or from our cut your own decks as well. I have one handy, but I didn't it's not that handy. So the cut your own decks, you can also build a fulfilling daily practice from choosing cards each day and either reading the prayer aloud and letting it soak into you, or combining them into a mini ritual of your own. And everything you need to get started is always available at 30daysofgoddess.com. Though I am excited, and I'm trying to put stuff away awkwardly, I am excited in 2023 to offer a dedicated classroom space for 30 Days of Goddess. And I will link to that below, but as a special offer, you can get 90% off of the classroom with the code Happy New Year when you register. So it is available to you, and that is where I'm going to be storing all of the perpetual monthly resources. So instead of attaching the same files every month, I will have, it's kind of like a resource library. And so if you've missed anything, you'll be able to pop back in there and get whatever you've missed. And that's where you can check in for monthly updates, and the videos will all be in there. And I feel like this will be a way to keep us better organized and have everything be really accessible to you. I also wanted to make sure to thank the members of our Goddess Magic community on Patreon. That's patreon.com/goddessmagic, for helping make this possible. It's really important to me to keep 30 Days of Goddess accessible to as many people as who are interested in participating. And so thanks to the Patreon community, I'm able to give the basic information away to anyone who wants it for free every month. And then patrons do get extra bonuses and additional materials for each month of the year. So anyway, 30 Days of Goddess began in a January as well, 3 years ago, intended originally as a launch bonus, for a single 30-day launch bonus for my book, Whole and Holy, a Goddess Devotional. And then from there, it has turned really into a process, a movement, if you will, that has really taken on a life and identity of its own, and has really become a very multi-layered and rich and rewarding and nurturing process over the last 2 full years. Now we're embarking on the 3rd year. And so anyway, I've jumped right into it instead of giving us a little time to breathe and center. That's kind of fitting for the off to the races start of a new year, but that's not what I want to encourage for you. I want to encourage some stillness and contemplation and some time for renewal before we leap into the new year and hit the ground running. So anyway, I'm going to invite you to take a nice deep breath. And let yourself really drop into your body, into where you are right now and what you're doing right now, whatever else is happening around you, whatever noises, whatever distractions. Let yourself return to your body. You may wish to put a hand on your heart. You may even wish to put a hand on your top of your head. And let yourself center and kind of come back home to where you are. And you may let yourself become aware of what there is around you, what's happening with the elements in your world. Where is water, fire, earth, air? You are always your own sacred space. You are an altar of the elements right where you stand. You can feel how the breath is moving in your body, how the blood is moving in your veins, how a whole universe is dancing in your cells. Bring yourself in, bring yourself home. The goddess is as close as your own pulse, your own breath, your own life, right here, right now. No need to be any different than you already are. And then I have a poem to share from the front of the January book. Traveler, for a moment, lay down your plans and possibilities. It is not wrong to aspire for more, to pursue bold dreams and brave possibilities. But sometimes you need to wait, hushed and holding. Sometimes you need to attend to what is already here, to look at your life as it is and soften into it. Sometimes you must reclaim the shards of your attention that are wandering the globe and gather them back to you, weaving a cloak of wonder and patience and magic and witnessing and draping it across your shoulders as you take a pause to allow the world to spin without trying to keep up, knowing that however much you let go, you are still carried in a vast star dance through a boundless universe. So thank you so much for being here and for taking part in 30 Days of Goddess and sharing your wisdom, your truth, your trust, your stories, your poems, your art, your creations with us. So I really did jump right into things, and I know that that's because I love this practice. I love sharing it with everybody, and also because my phone's about to run out of storage space and I'm worried about running out of space for my videos. So honoring that energetic start and giving us a little bit of a chance to settle in to our bodies and let go of some of those plans and possibilities and just soak in what is right now. So our theme for January is resilience and also new beginnings. So we're going to honor our own resilience this year. There have been some difficult years. I mean, everybody has difficult years, but collectively, the last couple of years have been very difficult. And so honoring our resilience as we've moved through the difficulties of our lives and that accumulation of our years and all they have held, the bright and the beautiful and the worn and the unraveling. And it's okay to honor them all. So let's look at our resilience this year. How are we resilient? What is thriving for us? What do we want to continue to carry forward with our practice? So if you've been with 30 Days of Goddess for a while, maybe you want to shake things up this month. Maybe you want to simplify. Maybe you want to scale back. Maybe you want to jump in with both feet. Maybe you really want to reboot your practice, renew your vows. One of the reasons I keep this as a 30-day container is because each 30 days becomes an invitation to make a new promise, to recommit, or to change things if you want to. Perhaps you will write, perhaps you will take a photograph, perhaps you will create, perhaps you will take a month of stillness where you just pick the card for the day or the prayer for the day and sit with that and let it soak into you. Perhaps you just wish to light a candle, place your hands against your heart and say, Goddess, guide me. And then read your prayer. Perhaps that's what your practice looks like. So resilience, what are you carrying forward? How can you honor your own strength and your resilience and all that you've been through, all that you've learned and all that you've come from? And then also new beginnings. So what do you want to create? What do you want to dream into being? What is your seed dream? What are you tenderly nourishing? What do you want to see deepen, grow, blossom, and bloom in the year to come? It is okay to aspire to new possibilities and new beginnings and to reach for more. I am really a big proponent in loving where we are and loving our own limits, but also to recognize that that burning pulse of desire within us, that tug of longing that calls us onward, is okay too. Like, it's okay to reach for more. It's so both of those are necessary and real. Settling into the center, returning our attention to where we are, coming back home to our bodies, being here now, and dreaming a bold vision and giving birth to new possibilities and stretching ourselves, reaching far, reaching high, and dreaming bold dreams and helping make them come true instead of just thinking they're for someone else. So claiming our magic and our power and our wisdom and our authority and daring to live it, daring to live our wildest prayers into being, daring to birth those prayers into being, and claiming our right to live a magical, authentic, inspired, mindful, sacred life. And so both, we need both things, the settledness and the centeredness and the reaching. And I think sometimes we can get, and I can shame and blame myself about that. Like, don't keep trying, don't keep striving and grasping and pushing and driving. But guess what? Like, beautiful things come from pushing out of dark places. So both, we need both of them. And so new beginnings. And there's new prompt words for this year. I decided since we're entering the third year, we've used the same list for 2 Januaries in a row. The original 30 Days of Goddess companion deck is based on that first list of words that just dropped into my open hands in December of 2020. It came in and said, like, here I am, 30 Days of Goddess, like, run with me. And so there's new prompt words for this year to honor the entrance into the third year of practice together. And also, as I mentioned, the new classroom, which will be linked to below, which I think will really help us feel more unified and like we have what we need. So there's all kinds of resource libraries built into that, many videos about daily practice. I do want to encourage you not to get overwhelmed by the volume of material included in the classroom. Trust that it will be here throughout the year and that there will be new pieces that unfold. There will be new pieces that unfold through the year, but the resource libraries will stay there and you can just dip and dive into them as you wish. You don't have to feel pressure to catch up, but there's loads of stuff in there about the power of daily practice, the magic of daily practice, and building daily practices that fit your life, as well as keeping and holding and honoring a space for the sacred and for yourself in your very own life. And then also, I did want to remind people that we do have a live circle, Simple and Sacred, on the second Friday of each month at 7 o'clock Central Time. The Zoom link is sent out in the 30 Days of Goddess newsletter, which you can access via 30daysofgoddess.com, and you will get a link to join the Zoom circle on the second Friday. And so that's available to everyone, and then replays are part of the Patreon, the Goddess Magic community on Patreon. And so, and then also coming up for 2023, I'm working on Story Goddess Oracle cards that I'm super excited about. I don't think I actually have one to show you. I meant to bring them out and I guess I didn't, but anyway, the Story Goddess Oracle cards will be revealed every week to the Goddess Magic people as well. Patreon.com/goddessmagic. I'm really excited about that, and those cards will work kind of in concert with 30 Days of Goddess in 2023 as well. And so I think that is everything that I wanted to share with you. I was keeping this short and simple if I could, and short and simple, and encouraging you to dream new dreams and reach for new possibilities, as well as to celebrate and honor your own resilience, your own strength, your own courage, and your own magic. And I'm going to close today with a poem from this 12 Days of Solstice coloring book that I sent out as a appreciation perk to the Goddess Magic people as well. And I'm going to close with that. So as you launch into this new year, as you step into a new year of 30 Days of Goddess, may you keep these words close to you and consider this concept as you step across the threshold into the new year, and as you commit, as you dedicate, as you keep a promise to yourself, and create a daily practice that fits your life and that supports you and holds you and nourishes you and encourages you and strengthens you and helps you to grow. Daily practice and 30 Days of Goddess truly have changed my life in immeasurable ways, have enriched my path immensely, have opened new doorways of possibility, and have brought me more magic, more joy, more connection, more sacredness, more more centeredness, and have really pulled in that ability to recommit to being centered and being present for my own life, stepping into the sacred and experiencing the day as it unfolds from a place of power, strength, magic, and connection. So here's the poem, Unwind. Unwind those old stories, the ones that chafe and bind. Unknot the rules, the ones that control and constrict. Untwist the snarled thoughts, those that keep you small and confused. Let these scraps and strings of unneeded things fall away. Feel your heart open, unbound, and unconfined. Keep your eyes open for new colors and listen for brave new stories, those that expand who you are and teach you what can be. Write bold poems, sing fierce songs, learn uninhibited magic, make loving art, and set forth unchained, hand in hand with joy, as while mystery shows the way. Thank you so much for being here and for taking part in 30 Days of Goddess. May it enrich, bless, and expand your life. Thank you.